notes, that's a mobby pass. More shots than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz. Swinging blue notes, that's a mobby pass. More shots than karate class. I can hear the blues when the shotty blast. The whole block blowing horns, that's that Jackson jazz.
I told you guys, man, we coming with it, man. We nonstop. What's going on, y'all? It's
VI.
This is Factorz TV. It's episode 32, man. What's going on with you, man?
I don't know how to hold my mic.
Like, Ricky Bobby?
Yeah.
All right, man. All right, man. You look good today, man.
Thank you.
So you got dressed?
Sky blue.
All right, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, represent Sky Blue.
That's
Like,
dope.
nah.
That's dope, man. Welcome
blue.
back, man. Thank you, everyone, for support, man. Once again, I'm really, this is VI. We're the Factorz. This is episode 32, man. Back at Converge Media. You know, this is home. Black media does matter. Today, we got a list of things we're going to talk about. Emmy boys, you know what I'm talking about? We need a sample of that.
Nah, that's hard.
There. He gets sued by, what's his name?
Nah, he's got too much going on. What's going on with you, though, man? What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Getting back into school this week. I'm in my last couple quarters of school, so
That's what's up.
just some tough classes, but I'm in a home stretch, so I feel good about it. You know, through everything I've been going through, I've been still handling that, making sure I get this associate's done. So, just in my last leg of that, and getting ready for this upcoming week. I know we haven't done an event in a while, but you know the holiday season's coming up. We always get going, so just been scoping that out as well. You know the layout of the calendar of what's going on. So I've been trying to mastermind and plan some stuff. That's about it. What about you?
Really just been whelping these dogs. Had a litter. You know, I breed the Frenchies top tier. I had a litter September 1st. So you know, like the first 2 to 4 weeks is critical. So that's really been the main focus. Like, seriously, you have to dedicate yourself to it on top of the kids going back to school. Like you say, getting ready for the calendar year with different events. Some events I plan on letting go of, some events I plan on creating because, you know, I don't think anybody should be.
Everybody's doing it.
You should change, you know, throughout time. Like, I feel like when you do events, you shouldn't like do certain events at a certain age. Like, there's no way. So, yeah. So this year I'm planning on holding the calendar, but no, seriously, what adult prom? But go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. I feel you.
Just take your wife out. Adult prom.
I feel you, big dog. Well, let people do their thing, man. You know, everybody got to do their own thing.
The thing absolutely sucks.
All right.
Well,
first up in Seattle, the first day of fall was last Thursday. So, as you know, and I know, we are one of the best fashion cities when it comes to fall.
Yes, we are.
Our fall fashion is elite. If you disagree, you can't see. You know, so you need to just ask somebody, ask around how we get down in Seattle in the Northwest.
I'm so sick of Seattle women saying we don't dress well when they're just really used to like All-Star Weekend and gaudy designer slapped together.
Yeah, I mean, there's some like that, but there's some here too. I also seen that said they've been places. On my homegirl Bree,
3 days in
cool.
Dallas.
She's been places, and she's like, no, nobody could dress like us.
No, we do.
Like, nobody could dress like, you know, she said our dudes can dress. So, how you feel about that, man? Because I always have said that. I've always been like, our fashion up here in the Northwest is amazing, man. Especially around the wintertime, we get fly, man.
That's my favorite season. My favorite fall season is fashion season is fall. Pea coats, overcoats, hoodies. Like, I love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you could dress more in the fall, you know, with accessories and stuff. Winter too. But, you know, in the summer, it's really short sets or, you know, different stuff. You really can't wear clothes like that. But I love fashion because I'm not going to, man, I remember I had this pea coat I wore out, but it looked good. You know what I'm saying? So, I just love fall fashion, man. It's just a good look. It's just a different look. And working in Seattle, you know, like we're used to switching it up. You know what I'm saying? Like we have the convertibles for the summer, the boats for the summer, but we get that winter and, you know, we can put something on. We're gonna
put it together, man. You know, the sauce is definitely amazing when we get dressed in the wintertime, man. Like you said, pea coats, everybody throws it in their North Faces, you know what I'm saying? And then the beanie game, you know, beanie game could be amazing.
Bring back the first downs.
Oh, man, we don't want feathers bleeding everywhere, man. You remember AAA, man. We was getting
trouble. Don't let it rain. You're going to smell like molded salami.
Smell like everything outside. Yeah, man. But in other news, the Phoenix Suns, they have a process going on. They're starting to sell their team, as we spoke on last episode. But this time we have some numbers. And so Robert Sarver, basically, who is the majority owner of the Phoenix Suns, is basically doing a package deal he has the right to sell the entire team, both of them, Phoenix Suns and Phoenix Mercury. So he has so the Phoenix Suns are worth 1.9 million right now, but by the time they sell, they're gonna sell for upwards of billions. But they're not worth much right now. And I had to Google 3 different things and look at 3 different articles from major sites.
Why not?
I'm like 1.9 million. They're like, no, it's really worth nothing right now because of everything going on and other things. So basically, they're gonna sell though for the big money, but right now they're not worth much. Even the Phoenix Mercury, worth like 15 million, like 5 or 10 million. I mean, excuse me. So basically, right now, what they're doing is they're trying to get around the 2.5 billion mark to sell both. Well, the team and then the Mercury will basically come with it, but have their cut. So they're in the process of doing that now. The minority owners are trying to fight him, but the percentage he has isn't enough, and it's only 36% he owns.
I mean, he has no choice. He did that. He did that hot stuff. You know, you have no choice.
Racist. You're making sexual advances at people that are in your
creed.
Especially you are the boss. You're the owner. Like, you think somebody don't want to get rich off of you?
Checking out men's packages.
Yeah, and speaking rated R about people that he shouldn't. So he's getting his just due, but sadly enough, he owns enough and has majority votes to sell everything when they really wanted him to step down. So as far as that goes, it seems like Phoenix Suns will be making a move sometime soon. And I don't think it's in Seattle. I think we'll get like the Clippers or something. We're going to get an expansion team. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get that. We're going to get a made-up team. Who doesn't have a Vegas is the only people that are willing to Vegas, to put a team there. So that's what I'm saying. Into their place too. Yeah, they got brand new stadium, brand new arena. It's going to be going down. Mm-hmm. So basically, I know that for a fact. We're probably going to get an expansion team. We're not going to get no team already made. Especially having to fight for a name, change names, and we want our own name back from the Thunder. I hope we can get some Seattle blood in the front office whenever we get a team. Yeah, because how Seattle does, they'll put somebody not from here, don't give a damn, their homie, their colleague, office instead of putting some. So I hope a Seattle basketball mind gets to be office, at least one of them. Okay, that's what's up, man. Excuse me. So I guess we heard about PNB, right? No, we talked about that. Yeah, him getting killed in Los Angeles. Sadly, he lost his life in front of his family, but they have found who the suspected killers are. Which is, it's a father and son. Yeah, man, that is wild, man. People are just hungry out here. Like, that's not even hungry. Like, I'm hungry. Like, that's not even hungry. Like, that's to assist your son and guide him as his leader, mentor, the man in his life, to do that and then be his getaway driver. Like, he should have been gone off Earth. Like, that's really scum, to lead you. And now you and your son are, Well, his name is Freddie Lee Trone. So Freddie Lee Trone is an adult. His son is 17 years old, and his son is basically still on the run. Is he? Okay, the son's not caught. Well, hopefully he shuts up and takes time. Well, they got his son. They don't have him. Oh, my God. So they haven't released his son. They have his son. They're looking for his father now, who was a getaway driver. Oh, bastard. Yeah, so Freddie Lee Trone is he's on the loose right now, and they're looking for him. But the son, who is 17, so the son's locked up, 17 through his life away, and the dad's on the run. Mm-hmm. No, for sure. He's a creep, man. Yeah, all over wanting somebody's jewelry, in a public place, trying to rob him. And of course, he didn't go for it. No matter what we place the blame on or what we say, still shouldn't happen. You still should be able to. It shouldn't happen. And then look at the other end. Say you and your son do that, and your son got smoked, got the boots smoked off his feet. What do you do? How do you feel? You guys are in jail right now, but it could have went to where your son was killed or you were killed and, and no one's alive. Like, you have to be smarter than that. And I can't believe a grown man, it's not even like a young father desperate. It's a grown man with a fully functioning brain. Like, I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? They let his son carry that out, and it was a getaway driver. Not only let him, you can't control anybody. Even the kids act out, but he encouraged them to drive. He drove them there. Like, let's go get this money. Like, what kind of? I hope they put him under the jail. I'm not gonna lie. Whenever they catch him, I hope they catch him. I'm Charleston White. Come get these in words. No, because everybody be saying free him, free her. Nah, man, that nigga need to stay in jail. What did it say he do? No, don't let him out. Shoot. No, please don't let him out. And another person, basically, who's been causing a stir just from Netflix making a special, the Jeffrey Dahmer special. It's been it's been creating a lot of havoc, man. A lot of issues with families who have, been connected to that. Not a young lady anymore, but a woman named Rita Isabel. She is the sister of, her name was Rita Isabel, and his name in the movie is Tony, which they called him Tony. But he was killed by Jeffrey Dahmer. He was one of the guys that Jeffrey Dahmer dated and met, and she is basically standing up for people who are victims of that. You know what I'm saying? Because she doesn't what? What's so funny?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, what's so funny?
I'm sorry. No, go ahead, bro. I'm trying to hold it in, man.
You're really an a-hole.
No, bro. I haven't watched it, but the thing I keep seeing is somebody kept saying some black dude danced his way about the bedroom, and that would have been me twerking. I'm out of here. You said you like what? Okay. No, so sorry. That's why I'm laughing. Because I haven't watched it, but I seen some dude.
Yeah.
Some dude.
There is a part where he went back home with a young man. This is one of only two people that got away from him. He went back to an apartment with a young man, and basically was hanging out, and it got kind of rough. And the dude's like, "I want to leave," and that's when he could tell that something wasn't right. So when he goes to leave and stuff, it just turns into where he's trying to distract him. So he does have to dance and stuff, and tell him to go get the camera, and just all. It's a situation where, like he said, put the gun to your head. You gonna dance? You gonna dance naked? What you gonna do?
Guess what? He lived. He lived to fight another day.
So basically, she's not worried about money. She's not trying to start a lawsuit, but she is speaking out. And there has been a lot of other people that standing up with her, with Rita Isabel, to speak on her brother's behalf and other people's behalf.
And is that the black woman that had side by side with the actor? And the real photo,
and that's what she says. She says that it scars her because they didn't even talk to her, and they literally got her. It's just a splitting image, you know what I'm saying, of how she looked in court, the words she said, everything was, they of course have it on record, but she said it was just, it was very scary, and it was traumatic for her to see everything being played bit by bit, exactly how it was. But nobody reached out to her. Netflix didn't reach out to anybody. They just took what they knew and got information from other people and basically started to make the show. So there's a lot of people standing up and fighting back about that, not really trying to, I guess, get money, which it says it a lot of times, because she's not worried about the money. Of course, it's been that long, but at the same time, you're losing my likeliness, you're using other people's traumatic experiences to make money. So that's when it turns into it being about money.
Especially not talk to somebody this might traumatize me again. I might need to go to therapy after this, reliving it. And that's the thing with the internet and all these, there's kids who are finding out about this, like people there's kids who don't know about certain, things that have happened in the US, so they're learning about this, and it can be traumatizing to kids, families, men, women, you know what I'm saying? It can be traumatizing to the family members who had to go through it. So at least warn me, at least say, hey, we're going to do a documentary. We don't care whether you want us to do it or not. We're going to do it. But just for that to drop. And not only is it about, Jeffrey Dahmer, but it also has the characters of people, the victims. In real life.
And that's the thing is it was basically like saying their private lives. Of course, most of these people, they were gay, they were homosexual, but that's their private lives, and how they live is definitely up to them. But she's upset with how they're displaying it. She's upset with what they're focusing on. And it's something that I can't judge from outside looking in, but I know it's traumatic. And I know that it's something that's heartfelt, especially to be the sister of someone who was affected by that, who was killed and traumatized by that. So we really want to send our love out to the families of people who were victims of Jeffrey Dahmer. And I believe it was 17 people or 17 plus people who were killed, just living their lives being free at a time where we didn't even have social media or anything. We just had word of mouth and hand to hand, and face to face. So sending love to the families. If you have the stomach for it, then you could watch it on Netflix. There are a lot of people who say they can't handle it. There are some parts that I will fast forward, that were just too dark. But it definitely shows you a lot about that time, and especially how people were treated, not only being black, but being gay, because there were times where it worked to their advantage because the police wouldn't even deal with them. Like you see the scene,
and that's what I have. I have a homeboy who's gay, and he said what really struck him in the movie was that not only Jeffrey Dahmer's white privilege, that we say, like what we call white privilege these days, his gayness also got him off because there are a few times when the police came and he was like, because I haven't seen it. This is what he told me. He's like, a few times when the police came in, he was like, it's my lover. And they're like, oh, okay, and like he was like, it amazed me how back then it could be that way,
Yeah, a little boy, the youngest boy he killed, he was 14 years old. His last name was Kronak. That's what happened with him. Basically, he kidnapped him, drugged him up, but the little boy escaped and was outside like butt naked. And this is like a 13, 14-year-old boy at the time. And the police is called. A lady who was his neighbor at the time named Glenda, who's actually in the show. She really was one that been calling the police on him for so long. She called, they come, and they trying to get him up off the ground, and they're basically like, what's going on? He's like, oh yeah, it's my lover, we're gay. And they're like, oh, and back up off him, and take the boy to him. They literally take the boy back to his house.
I haven't seen it, but I heard that boy, like everybody's talking about it, like he drilled a hole in his head or something. It was something. I gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it. So if you have the stomach, like I said, watch it. It's a lot that goes on, but it's good to see people get their story told. Honestly, because we grew up in that era after all that really happened, so we always heard about that, or people crack jokes of the serial killers and stuff. So if you got the stomach for it, watch it. If not, don't. Only thing that bothered me with it is some of the energy is dark. I don't do that. So if you can, man, watch it, man.
I have dark humor, so it wouldn't,
I know, man. You just said something and just messed up my whole poison this whole episode. So got to highlight real.
It's true.
Anyway, man, we're about to take a break, man.
I like plumbers.
When we come back, man, we're gonna have us a special guest, man. Somebody representing Sky Blue, co-owner, man, Rich Rellin.
Call a plumber.
All right, man. We'll be back, man. Take us a break,
Community, it's been 3 years since we've been able to celebrate in person at our annual Evening of Choice. And this year at Access in Pioneer Square on October 19th at 6 p.m., we will be back together again, celebrating our journey, healing towards justice. This past couple of years have been incredibly difficult for our young people and our community at large. And one thing that has become clear and absolutely true is there's one way forward that brings all of us together, and that's as we heal. And when our young people heal, they're truly able to become who it is they've been purposed to be. So on this evening, you'll hear stories of our young people, hear the evolution of our organization as we emphasize healing in our cause. And together we will celebrate another year of impact and growth as we journey towards justice together. Again, it's at Access in Pioneer Square, 6 p.m. on October 19th, and live streaming will be available through YouTube at I Choose 180.
Right back to you, episode 32. I'm VI.
I'm really.
It's Factorz TV.
Yeah.
We spoke on last week. Spoke on the situation with the Boston Celtics coach and Nia Long. And I just want to say she's human too. Like a lot of people are forgetting that she's human. No one's immune to the human experience. And I'm saying so many different theories for so many women who've never had anything close to real. And men, like you guys are in that position of power. Sir, go back to work. So I just want people to stop being so judgmental and in other people's business. Like I really didn't pay attention to it, but then I start saying so much. I'm like, you can't, like, you should be the last one talking. That's my thing.
No, everybody has something to say. Everybody feel like they got the input and the news you can use. And they're not even close to that situation of even power or principle, or even relationship. One thing about the situation that's been crazy to me is learning the NBA has it's a code man to man. It's a law man to man about girlfriend, wife, all that stuff's off limits. But the NBA really has like rules and laws.
It's like the Army.
I follow Coney Island, ex-NBA player, but he's heavy in the media, and he has a post that is basically talking about different scandals with Tony Parker, which I didn't know about, other ones with Jason Richardson, in the NBA where they've either slept with someone's wife or something happened. And, we thinking people just retire or they just, the leagues get rid of you. Like,
and see, that's my issue is, like, they're grown. Like, why is it made? My thing, I understand there might be a structure, policies, and procedures in the NBA, you know what I'm saying, they got to follow. But I don't feel like it needed to be blasted like that because nobody's business. They're grown, they're adults, they're consenting adults. Nia Long was engaged for 7 years. What did you expect? 7 years? Girl.
But my thing is, at the same time, though, you gotta realize that this is a business, this is a brotherhood. Like, you gotta have respect.
We must protect this house.
You got to. There ain't no way, bro. There ain't no way that we're gonna come to a point of we work every day together, and then dog just had a whole bunch of, had like one time, maybe two, like 7, like they're all coming out the woodworks. Yeah, I was tired of, which is all BS because you wanted to live like that. You knew what he had going on, but at the same time, how he was moving as a coach, way out of pocket, man. In the organization with your boss's wife, come on, man.
Oh, okay. See, was it the boss's wife?
Man, he worked for that nigga, man. He is out of pocket like loose change, bro.
Oh, he ain't about to have a job. They suspended him.
He had a 1-year suspension, and he's on. They say he's a good coach, so he might get another job. But it's just so much that goes on. That's why Coney Island made the post and tell you how it goes. Usually, when you break the rules and the laws of the NBA when it comes to that type of stuff, and what people went through, So,
and that's what I got tired of people. Black people, we got to stop. Comparison is a thief of joy. Y'all ain't talking about Brett Favre. Man, shut up. Shut up. That'll take away from what that man did. Can't stand it. We always worry about. Shut up. Shut up. Brett Favre stole money from a poor place. They don't even care about the people already. Of course they're not going to report it. He stole money from Mississippi.
Yeah, they don't give a damn about nobody.
I think it's one of the poorest area.
It's the poorest place in the country.
Yeah, of course they're. So no, they're not reporting that. They don't care. They already don't care. Their water is brown. It's mud. They don't care about those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what?
I'm not saying we shouldn't care, but at the same time, we got
black people in their
comparisons.
That's my thing. Oh yeah, y'all ain't talking about Brett Favre. No, we're not. And they're not going to. Let's not make it our problem.
And they have. They're showing a little light on it, and it's actually caused kind of an uproar because they felt ESPN waited too late and other sport outlets waited too late to say anything. So it is getting some burn now, but at the same time, like you said, it is very horrible that they're not highlighting enough. But we're gonna talk about it within our community, but I understand where black people always want to say, hey, well, you guys ain't doing this or doing that, when we really gotta govern ourselves. Because honestly, man, that what was going over in Boston happens every day. It's not nothing new, but it's just the light, man. The light. Everybody do so much in the dark when it's shown in the light. Now it's time to,
Oh yeah, like it all comes to light. I just want us to be more realistic about who we are and what we need to do. I hate the internet. I'm so sick of it. Man, because if that was me, you never made more than $50,000 in your life. Of course, it was you who stole $5 million. They would be after you, sir. You can't even hide it, man. Because if it was a brother, shut up, man. Be accountable for who we are. Seriously, I'm sick of it. The comparisons. Let's roll with our punches and keep getting better. That's my thing. I'm not sorry. Forgive me. I want to point out Lizzo. She was in the news. No, seriously, for something dope. Our 4th president of the United States look at me, go America. Hey, bookmark that. Go America. But James Madison, the 4th president of the United States ever, there were about, I think it was 20 crystal flutes made. And he had one, and it hadn't been played in like 200 years. And she got to play it. You know what I'm saying? Like they let her, take a chance to play. I thought that was dope. Because first of all, it's a crystal flute, hard, but 200 years, never been played, so I think that's like a bookmark in history, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that was dope.
I didn't get to hear about that. I gotta check that out. That's dope.
Crystal
she actually can play the flute very, very well.
Tough.
She's nice with it. I didn't know all that about the president stuff. That's pretty dope. Gotta check into that, man. I don't even really consider myself a Lizzo fan besides all the antics because it's hilarious because all the stuff she did was for attention. But other than that, her flute
Don't
game
get Deontay started.
Huh?
Don't get Deontay started.
Well, Deontay, is he a fan?
I don't feel like getting yelled at for 30 minutes after. Can we just...
Yeah, her antics, man, is crazy,
Can we just not...
Her antics, man.
You, Mr. Coco.
We can have...
Mr. Cappuccino.
We can have a healthy debate, man, but she's doing a lot, Deontay. She's doing a lot.
Stop rocking in your chair.
Look, you get worked up.
So funny.
This show is over.
This show is over. Before we get about here, I want to send prayers to Florida. They're experiencing, I think it was a Category 4 hurricane, looking to could be a Category 5. But those heavy, strong winds, rain, and it's just like, I talked to family members down there, and they're like, We'll be good. We're gonna, we're cool. And to me, I'm seeing the pictures, videos, things flying, trees blowing over, houses, damn near toppling. And to them, they're so cool, calm, and collected, and I respect it. And also, I'm like, you're crazy, but much respect and shout out to Florida. Much prayers because
my uncle Albert Ryan's down there.
Pensacola, like you can't control Mother Nature. So prayers. Most I can do is pray.
Yeah, it's definitely scary. We all crack jokes about how people move places to, because of entertainment or because of black population, but it's catastrophes, weather catastrophes all the time. But it's a real thing. We have an uncle down there that's in Pensacola, and then also I just seen a video of Tampa Bay, and the water has receded like a mile. Like it's scary to see it.
Like a mile off the coast.
Yeah, 2 miles out. Like the water's receded, like going back, and everybody's just scared of it turning into a tsunami.
People don't. I keep telling people, people laugh. Greenhouse gases, global warming. It was 80 the other day in Seattle, like in September. So people could keep laughing at me, but when I'm in my bunker with fresh H2O and yours.
No, I seen you make that post earlier. He said I'm about to go downstairs and make a bunker.
Yeah, make a bunker. So I don't want to hear none of that. Don't come knock on my door. You're out of here.
All right, man. Well, we just had our special guest come in on his limo, his time.
His helicopter came.
We're going to go to a break, and then when we come back, we're going to be with Rich Rellin, man, talking about Sky Blue and what he done, man, to contribute and what he's been through to get where he's at.
Thanks for stopping by.
Community, it's been 3 years since we've been able to celebrate in person at our annual Evening of Choice. And this year at Access in Pioneer Square on October 19th at 6 p.m., we will be back together again, celebrating our journey, healing towards justice. This past couple of years have been incredibly difficult for our young people and our community at large. And one thing that has become clear and absolutely true is there's one way forward that brings all of us together, and that's as we heal. And when our young people heal, they're truly able to become who it is they've been purposed to be. So on this evening, you'll hear stories of our young people, hear the evolution of our organization as we emphasize healing in our cause. And together we will celebrate another year of impact and growth as we journey towards justice together. Again, it's at Access in Pioneer Square, 6 p.m. on October 19th, and live streaming will be available through YouTube at I Choose 180.
What's going on? Back with it, man. Like I said earlier, we had a special guest, man. His velvet carpet just slid up, man. Just floated in, man. I'm sitting here with my guy, man, Rich Rellin, man. My guy, Lamar, man. How you doing? How you feeling?
Feeling good, bro.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you as
a
well.
Mystery man the most, man. So I appreciate you coming doing this interview, man. You don't really pop out, man.
Not at all.
But I actually had myself and Reg, we both said, you know what, we gotta get Mar on the show, man. We have him come out, talk about himself, talk about Sky Blue, man. So tell the people who you are and man, basically what you do and what the brand's about.
Man, my name is Lamar. I'm from Sky Blue, known as Rich Rellin. So basically, I'm just like a creative director behind the scenes. Play the background for the most part, help bro organize events and all that stuff.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So how long would you say you've been involved with Sky Blue?
Man,
with Sky Blue?
me
I
and
know
Reg,
it's been a long time, but
a while. This is about 10 years now. Me and Reg locked in at 2012 Wazoo, and it was basically on the tip, like we were both having to leave school. We were both going to California, like on a creative path, like trying to figure out what's next. We both were at that same crossroad, didn't know what we were doing next, went to California on a whim and kind of took it from there.
I kind of know the story a little bit, but it's really dope. That's why I admire about Reg and about you the most is being D1 athletes.
Right.
You're going to the league. It's both like in our heads, we're going to the league. This is it.
For sure. That was it.
That was it.
That was the only goal.
You get into situations where now I have to change lanes, and you and Reg was able to do that, man. What have you been through in life to help you get there, though? Because adversity is a lot, man. It seems like for you to bounce back like that, you have to go through something to get where you are.
Yeah, that was easy compared to the past, Foster care, bouncing from home to home, trying to find what fit for me. So I would say just, the bouncing home to home in the foster care system, it was nothing to shake back, go to a new spot, something different, adversity, all that kind of tied in with that. So, once I got down there, met some people, got comfortable, it was nothing. you know.
No, that's what's up, man. That's very, very dope, man. I admire that, man. Like I said, for you to have a dream and where we come from, you holding on to that dream and it changed. And it's like, okay, well, what am I going to do now? And like you and Reg turned it into something, man, that's worldwide now. Number one draft pick, you know. But it was number one before we did all that. But
thank you, Paulo. You're doing well,
amazing, man. Because you believe in something so much, you support something so much, and then you watch it grow, and then it'd be like, you get here now, everybody like,
man. There was a lot of days where me and Reg are texting each other like, bro, what the hell is next? Like, what are we finna do, bro? Like, we either got to become roommates so we can be in each other's face all the time and figure this out, or like we got to get it going. Like, what is it going to take? And the first thing was like getting us to that lifestyle point for the brand to catch fire.
Exactly.
Because most importantly, like, we got to be looking the part, doing the part, living the part. So once we got that down pat, got that clicking, it's been rolling ever since.
That's dope, man. That's beautiful, man. That's how you bounce back, man. That's how you keep going. You're gonna hold on to too long, but I definitely want you to let people know what's coming up for Sky Blue, what's coming up for you, man. I know you got a lot of things going on, a lot of business ventures.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got a fashion show coming up.
Nice.
Not gonna speak too much on that because there's still stuff going on behind the scenes in the works.
Any more beer pop-ups? Because I know you do the pop-ups with the beer too.
Yeah, Flat Stick Pub. Yeah, we got some big stuff going on with Flat Stick Pub. Can't really say too much on that either, but some big stuff.
Since y'all went number one, man, it's been real bougie. You know what I'm saying? Man, can't talk about nothing.
Can't talk about too much, man. To smile and wave.
Listen, man, I respect that, man, and I'm very happy for everyone, man. I mean, Sky Blue is family, but to just know that it's becoming something that's been a dream, that's a reality now. And I wanted to have you on, man, just a shining light. Me and Red just like, man, we gotta bring bro out because if people be like, man, who's this guy who's sitting in the corner, man? A shadow, man. A shadow.
I don't like this setting, but I love it.
Well, I appreciate you coming out to mess with us, man. I know it's traffic. I know it's last minute, but I appreciate you coming out.
Of course. I thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. So let them know where you can reach you, or you can hit you on Instagram or Sky
Instagram, Twitter, Rich Rellin, in person. I'll be in the background.
Okay.
You just got to look.
All right, man. Well, this has been Factorz TV, man. We're going to take another break and escape.
Community, it's been 3 years since we've been able to celebrate in person at our annual Evening of Choice. And this year at Access in Pioneer Square on October 19th at 6 p.m., we will be back together again, celebrating our journey, healing towards justice. This past couple of years have been incredibly difficult for our young people and our community at large. And one thing that has become clear and absolutely true is there's one way forward that brings all of us together, and that's as we heal. And when our young people heal, they're truly able to become who it is they've been purposed to be. So on this evening, you'll hear stories of our young people, hear the evolution of our organization as we emphasize healing in our cause. And together we will celebrate another year of impact and growth as we journey towards justice together. Again, it's at Access in Pioneer Square, 6 p.m. on October 19th, and live streaming will be available through YouTube at I Choose 180.
Right back to it, y'all. Really, me. Man, come on, man. Man, thank you guys for supporting, man. Black media does matter. Converge Media is home. Shout out Phil Jackson. That's Big O. Man, shout out my guy, Sherlong. Controlling the boards. Appreciate the support from everybody, man. All it takes is you guys supporting us, retweeting, reposting. We got a lot of things coming up, man. Since the Emmy been in this thing, man, it ain't stopped. It's a whole different category.
Boy. I need that.
Man, listen, man. We need to put that in the sample, man. Put that in the show, huh?
Why not?
Yeah, so we're gonna get up out of here, man. We let Deontay do his thing, record his show because I know that he doesn't like us being here. He just yelled
at me.
Did he?
Yeah.
See the abuse already?
Man, I want my money.
Blink twice if you need help.
It's my money and I need it now.
Well, look, man, it's been a good thing, man. Thank you for supporting us and checking us out, man. Factorz TV.
We out.
Yes, sir.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.